Hey guys, Chris Birch here, Entrepreneur Strategies. I just wanted to do a special video today. People have been asking me about this. We're dealing with coronavirus around the globe. My business is not as well as it should be, my normal print business. And I'd been asked about doing certain things, investments, and other things. So I wanted to create a quick video on Fundrise, which is a real estate investment trust that my IRA is self-directed into. Let's start right. All right, so what we have here is what's known as a real estate investment trust. And my account here, I'm actually going to switch over to a separate account. So what I've been able to do over the years is understanding what self-directed is. So I had a traditional IRA account, as many people do. I wasn't really earning much money in that IRA, the conventional, traditional IRA. And it was brought to my attention that you could actually roll those funds over into what's called a self-directed fund. And I now have that directed. So I'm the check writer on my actual own retirement. And I have that investment that used to be sitting in a conventional IRA account where someone else was the custodian and they were in my retirement money. I just, I didn't like the feeling of that. It just didn't sit well that someone else was managing, my retirement. So about 5 years ago, I found out about this organization, Real Estate Investment Trust, called Fundrise. And if you guys are interested, I'll put a link in the video description below. If you want to click on that, it'll take you over there and you can look how everything's set up. But what I originally did, before I knew what self-directing was, I took my own personal funds and I put them in Fundrise. And if you look on the screen here, let me see if it let me zoom. But over the last 5 years, my initial $20,000 has now right here gained $1,126. And you'd say, well, not bad. The problem with using your personal funds is that whatever the gain is, whatever your profit is taxable, right? You're going to pay income tax on that $3,300 profit. What you can do with Fundrise, you can actually dividend reinvest. So I turned off the profit feature. Now keep in mind, let's rewind. This is when I was using just my money, my cash. I wanted to make an investment, but then I learned I was going to be taxed on the gain when the dividend pays. So then I switched it so that now it's a dividend reinvest. So every quarter, you can see here in the first 2 quarters of this year, 2020, it's about $600 that has now been chunked back into so that I'm not paying on the gain. But the other way is when I rolled over my traditional IRA account, and I rolled that over last year, so about 18 months ago, it was $24,000 that was in my IRA. And if you look here in the last year and some change, it's now gained $2,313 that is now going back into my self-directed IRA, tax deferred. I'm not paying on the gain. So my retirement account is now growing at the direction of me. So in the self-directed IRA account, you can't be the worker bee. But here's what's great. You can be the manager of it, right? So I'm managing it behind the scenes, but I'm allowing Fundrise to do all the work, and those profits get paid back into my self-directed IRA account. So if we go here for transactions, just to give you an idea how it's set up, I just got a dividend payment July 9th of this year for $334. Dividend on April 9th for $462, a dividend back in January for $496. And you're starting to understand that I'm not doing this. Fundrise is the trust that handles that. So I also get to see where your funds are allocated. You can see income, EREIT. Well, here's some of the projects that my retirement is involved with. It's a commercial development in Springfield, Virginia, this first one. Oh, let's click on it. Let's see. I haven't looked at it in any detail, but I do get, probably weekly or at least once or twice a month, I get an email saying, hey, this is where we're directing, your funds, estimated rate of return. All right, so here's the property. It's right at 395, right around the DC Beltway, which is 495 over here. It's a new commercial development. They're committing $15.7 million. It's structured as an equity deal. Projected annual return is going to be between 6.6% and 11.3%. So not a bad rate of return for something that I'm not doing. Las Vegas, Nevada, condos. Is it? Yeah, stabilized apartments in Las Vegas, showing an 8.2 to 9.9% return, and they're committing $43.3 million. But more of what I wanted to show is just a different way of operating, a different way of managing. That's why I named my YouTube channel Entrepreneur Strategies, because what I wanted to really start sharing is you might not want to do this, but I don't know who would, and it would be a shame for me not to share another strategy that you can use as an entrepreneur, and hopefully it'll show good gain to this as well. And then let's go back to portfolio. I'm sorry, let's go to transactions. So I just opened this. You can see right here on April 25th of 2019. And as you see the dollar amounts, 10,000, 10,000, and 4,000. So as I said, the initial contribution into Fundrise from my when I rolled it over from my traditional IRA was 24,000. And then if you see here that the actual the portfolio dollar amount up here, it never really changes around that 24,000 initial investment. That $267 is going to be part of the next dividend that gets paid out in the third quarter. So on average, my 24,000 self-directed into Fundrise is it's earning about $2,200 to $2,400 a year, and I'm doing nothing, right? So, guys, it's not for everybody, but I just wanted to share this as a strategy. They're actually, the company is based in Washington, D.C. They're a conglomerate of guys that were developers, and then their children branched off into business, business schools, and they started this real estate investment trust. So basically, they're operating as my brokerage. So I'm vested in real estate all around the country, and I don't do anything. I just log in and, oh, okay, cool. So yeah, you can see net returns to date up here. So far this year, it's July of 2020. It's already earned 2,300. So it's actually going to earn more than I thought. I said 2,400 a year, but year to date, I'm already 2,300, and it's not even the end of July. So guys, if you found this information of importance, if I provided some value, can you do me a favor and hit the like button down below, hit the subscribe so you know when new content that I've posted becomes available. I just want to say thanks for tuning into the channel. And if there's anything I can help with, my contact information is down in the description, or you can go to my website, chrisbirch.biz. All right, guys, great talking with you. Hope this helps, and see you soon.